Hey guys, welcome back to the Curto32 channel, and today we are going to be starting another My Team career mode, but this time on F1 2021. Yep guys, F1 2021 is finally here on the channel. So without further ado, let's start. And yes guys, there's only going to be 16 Grand Prix this year, and whoops. So let me try and get some of them added in. So here we go. So yes, I am removing a few of them, but this is just to make sure I can get the 16 races in, and they are going to be Bahrain, Portugal, Monaco, Azerbaijan, Canada, Austria, Britain, Hungary, Belgium, Netherlands, Italy, Singapore, Japan, Mexico, Brazil, and Australia. A place that normally starts the season will actually be ending the season this time, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, so here we go, and we're ready to start our season. So here we go. And of course, our number will be 32, of course. So there we are.
Let's focus on your driver's look.
Now let's have a look at all the helmets. Now this one actually looks rather good. I'll have that. So there we are. And I'll have these as well. Oh, I've selected the wrong one. There we are. And we will do this as our victory radio call as we advance.
Okay, let's get this team first. Enter.
And the name of our team will be this year 32 Racing. So yes, there we are.
Let's choose our primary sponsor. Some sponsors offer a larger signing bonus up front. Some offer more weekly income. The better we perform, the more our level will go up as the team gains more acclaim. Doing this will increase the income from our sponsors.
And my target this year will be to try and get 5 Constructor Championship
Fast
points.
without obviously the greater the performance and durability, the better. But be careful about spending all our cash. We are going to have people and facilities to invest in as well. Power unit suppliers will also provide upgrades throughout the season free of charge.
So the power unit I am going to be selecting is Honda, and the reason why is because it's second best on performance, but it is second best on durability as well. So that's the reason behind that one.
We're not much of a team without a second driver. Let's sign a teammate. Here are the drivers interested in joining our team. Look at their stats and pick someone you think can get us good results, as long as we can afford them. We renew contracts periodically, so you'll have plenty of chances to sign someone else should the need arise.
And the second driver I will be choosing is Schwartzman. So there we are.
Looks like we can afford this power unit supplier and teammate. Go ahead and confirm if you're... Let's create the livery we'll be running this season. We can add more sponsors to the cars we sign them throughout the year. And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
So here we are, and this looks rather nice as we put it on the car. So this is going to be our design. I think it looks rather okay. So there we are. Yep, we'll put that on the car as well, but I wanted to put it a different colour, but that's okay.
Last but not least, we need to consider our brand, our badge and team colors.
So there we are, that'll be our logo, and so that'll be our logo, guys. So there we are, once again, and our team colours will be that.
Great, that's everything we need. You can go back and edit.
Hello folks, and welcome to this, a very special edition of Paddock Pass. As you can see, there's no pit lane behind me, and as you can hear, no roar of engines, and that's because they've set me free from the F1 paddock to escape here to the countryside and to the headquarters of Formula One's newest team. Now, it's not every day we get to pull back the curtain and look behind the scenes at an F1 team. Rarer still that we get to talk not only to the team owner, but also the team's lead driver. But what makes this place extra special is that the owner and lead driver are one and the same person. Now, it's been an interesting 12 months, and we all know a number of the regulation changes which were due to come into effect this year have been delayed until next. Some, though, are still seeing the light of day, amongst them the all-important budget cap, which gives some of the smaller teams a little further down the order, potentially, the opportunity to compete with the bigger teams. Good for them, but great for us as viewers. But what does our new team owner think about these new rules? Do they see them as a challenge, a hurdle that needs to be overcome? Perhaps they see them as an opportunity to disrupt the status quo, a chance to come out swinging and to carve their name into Formula One history. Well, I had the opportunity to ask them these very questions just earlier today, and here's what they had to say. Well, first of all, thanks so much for inviting us here today. It's been wonderful to see behind the scenes. As you might expect, I've got about 1 million questions, so let's jump straight in. It's been a long time since we last saw a team owner take their own car onto the track, and the sport's changed enormously in the intervening years. How are you going to handle the responsibilities of both managing and driving for a Formula One team? Let's talk about your teammate. Now, it's clear they're excited to have signed with you, but tell me, what is it that you think they bring to the team? So you've obviously been putting a lot of work into the car. I know it's early days, but how do you expect it to feel out there? Most of the other teams can boast years of experience in Formula One. Where do you see the opportunities to make those vital performance gains you need to put you within reach of the other car? Ultimately, your success this season is going to come down to whether you can take positions from the other drivers. What is it about your car that's going to give you that edge in those battles? And finally, with so many specialist departments working together here at your headquarters, and with such an important deadline... Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been wonderful to get an insight from you and, of course, to see around the headquarters. Thank you for today. Really appreciate it. And thank you all at home for watching as well. We'll see you very soon.
So there we are, finally. So there we are. Anyway, here we go. So like last season, we have the activities page in which I am going to spend it on the resource points just to make the car as fast as I can, and then I will also put another bunch on the resource points to try make that because I want to try make it as fast as I can into the first season. So we've got a few messages here, and here we have our facilities pages once again. And we can actually afford a few of them. But the one I am going to be choosing is the one that is not so good on the research and development, which right now is our sachet. So we're going to put... an upgrade there on quality control, and so there we are. Anyway, we've then got research and development, which I'm not going to spend it on right now. I'm going to be doing that at the end of the episode. So as you can see, guys, we are right now 4th from last, although we are in front of Alfa Romeo, Williams and Haas. But we are behind AlphaTauri, Aston Martin and Alpine. Then we've got the vehicle, of course, where we can change our parts and our tyres for the weekend. And then we've got corporate, which gives us details of our sponsorships. So as you can see at the moment, we've only got one sponsor, which is that one over there. And then we've got the driver perks, which I'm not going to be adding on to right now. I might do in the future, but who knows at the minute. And then we've got the driver market, as you can see here. The driver market, Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas are on top, although Verstappen and Vettel not far behind Bottas. And as you can see, the highest rated free agent at the moment is Zhou, who is 67. And there's my driver Schwartzman, who is in front of Nikita Mazepin. Oh dear, I'm getting a little bit confused there, but oh well. As we then have a look at finances, as you can see, we only have £100,000. Then we've got the finance history, which will look much more clearer throughout the season. Then we've got customization, which what we're going to do now is put the sponsor on the car, although they've already done it for us. So there we are. And then we've got the standings. So as you can see, Lewis Hamilton obviously top. And at the bottom, of course, will be both Schwartzman and myself. And of course, we're also bottom of the constructors' standings, although I don't think that'll be for very long. As you can see, guys, we've only got 16 races this season. And we've got the trophies here. We've not got a rival yet, and the driver details are so far empty. So let's move along then. Oh, we've already had a personal department event, so here we go. So what should we do?
We have a couple of options here. Take your time. What you decide to do will have consequences.
I think we'll go for pace.
Thank you.
Let's see if I made the right decision. No, I didn't. But I want to try and make the drivers as fast as I possibly can. And as you can see, we've now got the car reveal. So here we go. So there we are, guys. We have managed to do that. So we're now going to go to the first race of the season. And we've got another personal department. Goodness me.
We have a problem regarding our
And
driver.
it's nearly the same one. I think we need to get the experience up on him, so we can try and get as much resourcement points as we possibly can.
Thanks for dealing with that.
So there
The
we
department
go.
appreciate it.
And yes, there we are. So as you can see, we are on race weekend 1, and it is Bahrain. But just before we go, I'm going to be going ahead and doing some stuff on the chassis, because so far that is the thing that does need upgrading. Although we cannot afford any more, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Aerodynamics. And we're going to go for a big upgrade, as you can see, to try and get as far away from the opposition as we can. We've only got 475 left, which I don't think will be enough for another part. But as you can see, if things go well, then we should overtake Alpine, which will be a good start to the season. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. If you've enjoyed this first episode, please like, comment, and if you're really liking the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. This is Curtle32, signing out.